I'm Julianne and this is Veggie Vision. I'm speaking to you today from Senhora da Rocha in the centre of the Algarve. Now, I've been finding out firsthand what you have to do to bring an animal back into the UK from Portugal. All I've got to do now is go to Lagoa, the next town along. Whilst I'm there, I'm going to have a chat to Dr. Anna and get an insight as to what sort of things they have to deal with in a typical veterinarian surgery in the Algarve.
Hello, my name is Anna. I'm 30 years old and I'm a vet here in the Algarve Vet, sole vet in Lagoa. I've always wanted to be a vet since I was a little girl, and fortunately I've achieved my purpose. I come from a family of vets, but none of pet vets, all of large breeds, and my mother is a pathologist. I was born in Lisbon, and the Algarve was my first job opportunity, so I pack my things and I come to the sunshine and the beach. This clinic is open for 7 years now. We started with not many clients, and slowly we have been growing. We now have blood test machines, we're going to have an x-ray, we have another clinic in a little village nearby, so we share the material. Whenever ultrasound it's there, and other things, ECG it's there, and the blood tests are here, and within the two we try to be as good as possible. And mainly our purpose is to prevent more than to treat diseases. So usually the majority of our appointments are for vaccination of puppies or adult dogs, and in those consultations we try to give tips to people as how should you educate your dog, what are the main diseases, how you can prevent them, don't let your dog get too fat, take care about the teeth, prevent fleas and ticks and worming things.
So what is a typical working day here for you, Anna?
A typical working day is getting here in the morning. We check the animals that are staying here overnight, clean them, eventually phone the owners to tell them how they are, and then start with the appointments. We don't make bookings of the work, so every day it's a surprise. It can be a quiet day like today, or it can be a crazy day that everybody gets here at 10 o'clock, and so we have to rush into things, and then sometimes an emergency comes, and so it's a very adrenalinic days, and some days are very relaxed.
Now, there seem to be a lot of stray cats and dogs, especially in the Algarve. Why is that?
Well, for two reasons. First, because here in Portugal, unfortunately, people get puppies. They are very cute when they are small, and then when they turn big or start to destroy your furniture or bite your cousins that go to pay a visit or friends, they are not so cute anymore, and a lot of people abandon them. And then you create communities of dogs that reproduce themselves. So you have a starting point, which is the animals that are abandoned, and then they keep on going because they can reproduce themselves, and there's no official campaign from the government to stop that. Sometimes it happens also that Portuguese people have bad habits of opening the door to their dog in the morning. He wanders free around whatever he wants to, and then he comes back at night to get some food and shelter. So a lot of people keep animals on the street. They are owned, they have a home, I don't know if you can call it a home, but they have a place where they go to sleep, but most of the day they just wander around. And so that's mainly the source. I can't say the majority of animals treated here are rescue animals, but I think because here in the Algarve we have a mixed population. We have people that were born in the Algarve, people that were born in other parts of Portugal and live in the Algarve, and then foreign people that live in the Algarve. And the concern with their pets, it's different within the groups. So a lot of foreign people prefer to rescue an animal than to buy one. So mainly we have rescue animals from these kind of people, okay? People that come from big cities, you have a mixed culture. You know, some want to have a pedigree dog because it's the dog that they chose, or because it's safer, because you know that that dog is going to have that kind of behavior, or it's going to look like that, instead of rescuing a puppy that you have no clue if it's going to be big or small, energy or not, good character or not good character, okay? But we have 3 or 4 associations here that gain respect of people, and people know they can go there to rehome an animal. So I think slowly within the years we are getting more rescue animals and not so much pedigree bought animals.
Okay. So when someone brings a rescued animal to you, what advice do you give them?
Well, first I congratulate them, because I think there are a lot of dogs without homes, so it's always better to rehome one that has been born already than one that's still to be. If you have other animals, it's always better to, for 2 weeks at least, which is the incubation period of most diseases, it's better to keep them apart. And also to avoid jealousy and fighting, it's always good that the 2 animals, they can smell each other, see each other, know each other present, without having to fight for food or for the owner's attention or for sleeping space. So usually it's better to have 2 weeks. And when people have just rescued the animals, usually we deworm them, we deflea them, we make, if people can afford that, heartworm test and leishmania test, and usually we apply a treatment that prevents for mange, deworms, and defleas, and takes ticks away. After those 2 weeks, we advise them to slowly integrate with the dog. If who's rescuing the animal has no pet, we usually do the same thing, but the dog can go in the house at his will, okay, free, without any limitations, because we'd have no rabies here in Portugal. So mainly it's behavior. You have to, well, here in the office we see if it's a shy animal or if it's a very happy and self-assured animal. So if you have to give him room, if it's a shy animal, you should always not try to go to him and pet him. You should try to let him relax, smell the place. So instead of being you going to the animal that you rescue, you should ignore him a little bit and let him be the one who tries to get near you. If we try to force contact, an animal that it's afraid and under stress that has been rescued can have a violent reaction towards you. So it's safe for them and for us to always give them the space they need.